Hi, please consider subscribing to receive more updates and content like this in the future. Don't forget to hit the like button and share it with others who might benefit from it. Your support is greatly appreciated. The Port of Abidjan celebrated a significant milestone on Thursday, February 1st, 2024, as it welcomed the arrival of the CMA-CGM Scandola, a container vessel, propelled by liquefied natural gas (LNG), marking a historic event. Measuring an impressive 366 meters in length and 51.11 meters in width, with a capacity of 14,800 TEU. The CMA-CGM Scandola operates along the CMA-CGM's West Africa Express wax service, providing direct connections between West Africa, China, Southeast Asia, and India. This momentous occasion aligns perfectly with the visionary leadership of Mr. Hinyakuba Si, the Director General of the Port Autonome d'Abidjan, who prioritizes sustainable environmental practices. Notably, the Port of Abidjan obtained ISO 14001 to 2015 environmental certification in 2018, demonstrating its commitment to eco-friendly operations. Furthermore, recognizing LNG as the preferred fuel for ships recommended by the International Maritime Organization (IMO) to facilitate the energy transition and reduce pollution emissions in the maritime sector, underscores the importance of this technological advancement. In parallel, the implementation of the Electronic Cargo Tracking Note (ECTN), also known as the Bordereau de Suivi Cargaison (BSC), stands as a testament to the Port of Abidjan's dedication to embracing digitalization. The ECTN requirement enhances trade facilitation and cargo security, underscoring the port's commitment to optimizing logistics, promoting transparency, and solidifying its position as a premier maritime trade hub in West Africa. The attacks on shipping in the Red Sea, carried out by the Houthi group, have raised concerns about potential price increases in Africa. This disruption to global supply chains could lead to inflation and higher prices for essential commodities like oil and gas, particularly affecting import-heavy African nations such as Egypt. Other countries grappling with inflationary pressures, including Ghana, Ethiopia, and Nigeria, may also face challenges. In October, the Houthis declared support for Hamas in its conflict with Israel. Since November, they have launched numerous attacks on commercial ships in the Red Sea, purportedly targeting vessels linked to Israel but often hitting unrelated ships. These attacks have compelled major freight companies such as MSC, Hapag-Lloyd, and Maersk to avoid the Red Sea and Suez Canal, diverting their ships around the Cape of Good Hope instead. This diversion adds approximately 6,000 nautical miles to the journey from Asia to Europe or North America, potentially delaying deliveries by up to a month. Arne Lohman Rasmussen, a chief analyst at Copenhagen-based Global Risk Management, which assists clients in managing energy price risks, is closely monitoring the situation. While he is optimistic that supply chains will not be as severely impacted as during the Ever Given incident in the Suez Canal in 2021, he worries that increased freight costs could translate into higher prices for goods and commodities in Africa and beyond. The North African countries, due to their geographic proximity to the Red Sea, are expected to bear the brunt of these attacks. Concerns have been raised by global investors that tensions may escalate into a broader regional conflict. With cargo being rerouted away from the Red Sea and Suez Canal, Egypt stands to lose a significant portion of the transit fees, which contribute nearly $750 million monthly to its economy and are vital for foreign exchange. This could further strain an already struggling economy grappling with high inflation, substantial debt, a significant current account deficit, and a weak currency. However, Rasmussen suggests that there may be temporary opportunities for African markets as trade routes shift. We are observing increased demand from some of our African operations for vessels bypassing Africa's southern tip, he notes. From an economic standpoint, one could argue that African producers have become more competitive compared to Asian producers, given the rising cost of transporting cargo from Asia to Europe. During a budget session convened to review and endorse the agenda items, the Board of Directors of the Port Autonome de Pointe-Noire, under the leadership of Chairman Jean-Louis Osso, sanctioned a budget aligned with PAP's objectives for 2024. This budget session, the NTH in a series, occurring 7 months following the balance sheet session, holds considerable significance. It signifies the unwavering commitment of Shrafin Bollet, managing director of the Port Autonome de Pointe-Noire, towards modernizing the port to meet contemporary standards, with a focus on results-driven management. The primary purpose of this closed-door gathering of PAP and directors was to scrutinize the budget proposed by the port's general management for projected investments and operational endeavors in 2024. Against the backdrop of intense port competition, thorough and uncompromising analysis was essential on the part of the directors. Approximately 5 hours of deliberations were necessary to approve the budget, harmonizing diverse perspectives round PAP's management strategy. This strategy aims to fortify the company's accomplishments and strategize sustainable development initiatives to counter competition from neighboring ports. Thus, the significance of the PAP strategic plan, currently being implemented as a guiding framework, cannot be overstated, as it delineates the allocation and formal execution of PAP's efforts to acquire quality tangible and intangible assets. The discussions were characterized by ease and cordiality, indicative of the director's comprehensive understanding of the challenges and opportunities for the development of the Port of Pointe-Noire. Integral to the requirements for international shipments is the Electronic Cargo Tracking Note (ECTN), mandated for all shipments to the Republic of Congo. This certification process, aimed at bolstering security and streamlining cargo monitoring, underscores PAPN's commitment to adhering to international trade norms. Integrating the ECTN requirement into the port's operational protocols aligns with its strategic objectives to streamline customs procedures and ensure efficient cargo handling, further solidifying the Port of Pointe-Noire's pivotal role in the global shipping network. Following these fruitful deliberations, PAPN's general management secured approval for a provisional budget, amounting to several billion CFA francs, allocated towards investments and operations. This budget will equip the Port of Pointe-Noire to confront new challenges, cultivate new assets to sustain its influence at the sub-regional level, and uphold its status as a crucial conduit in the national economy and as the gateway to Central Africa. Copenhagen, Marseille, leading shipping companies CMA-CGM and Maersk are poised to significantly enhance their collaborative Far East-West Africa shipping route known as FW1 WAX, commencing December 5th. This strategic initiative aims to double the route's capacity by deploying larger vessels and incorporating key ports such as Lekki in Nigeria and Pointe-Noire in the Republic of Congo into their network. Additionally, the upgrade establishes a direct connection to Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, along with other significant port calls including Gwangyang, South Korea. This announcement coincides with a robust 20% surge in Asia-Africa trade, a notable trend amidst a global decline in container traffic. Analyst Tan Hua Ju from Linalytical warns that this capacity increase may exert pressure on rates due to potential excess capacity across various regions. In tandem with the FW1 WAX enhancements, CMA-CGM unveils plans for a comprehensive overhaul of its Asia-Africa routes commencing in December. The WAX service will introduce 13 upgraded fleet vessels with capacities of up to 20-foot equivalent units TES, focusing on West Africa over a 3-month cycle, with initial stops in Qingdao, China, and Gwangyang before proceeding to Nigerian ports like Lekki and extending to Point Noir in Congo. Simultaneously, as part of the WAX 3 initiative, 10 container vessels, capable of carrying up to 4,500 TES each, are slated for voyages lasting over 2 months. These ships will directly link Singapore to West African destinations such as Lome in Togo and Apapa in Nigeria. The Asaf route is also set for an overhaul, featuring 12 large-capacity ships 8,500 TES, embarking on a voyage lasting approximately 3 months from Chengdu through Southeast Asian ports to Cameroon's Kribi and Namibia's coast. Completing the restructuring is the Shaka line with 9 high-capacity ships 9,300 TES, scheduled for a faster 2-month trip from Shanghai through Port Louis in Mauritius, straight towards Durban, South Africa's bustling port city. Further upgrades are planned for the FW2 WAX3 line on December 24th, with ships up to 7,000 TEU. This comprehensive realignment of services underscores the shipping industry's responsiveness to evolving trade patterns and market demands between Asia and Africa. In the context of CMA CGM and Maersk expanding their shipping routes, the mandatory implementation of the Electronic Cargo Tracking Note ECTN, also known as Bordereau de Suivi Cargaison BSC, plays a crucial role in facilitating trade with East-West African countries. This mandatory document, required by nations including Angola, Benin, Cameroon, Congo, and Ivory Coast, among others, ensures maritime security and efficient customs processing. The ECTN BSC requirement underscores the significance of regulatory compliance and security in the growing trade dynamics between Asia and Africa. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful or enjoyable, please consider subscribing to receive more updates and content like this in the future. Don't forget to hit the like button and share it with others who might benefit from it. Your support is greatly appreciated.